Welcome back to Sports to the Bone, viewers and subscribers. Now, today I want to take a look at Unai Emery, who has been sacked by Arsenal Football Club. So during his managerial period at Arsenal, Unai Emery managed 78 matches across all competition, winning 43, drawing 16 and losing 19. No, this is just a small improvement on Arsene Wenger's final 78 games in charge. No, in Arsene Wenger's final 78 games in charge, he won 41 and lost 23. So we see that Unai Emery didn't do anything spectacular in the period of time that he was there. We also noticed that Unai Emery had lost the dressing room, based on how players were reacting and based on how players were playing on the field. Viewers of the different matches could tell that, of the different games could tell that Unai Emery wasn't in control of the dressing room anymore. And based on what we have seen over the years, when players are no longer with the manager, then that is basically the end of the line for the manager. Because one would think that if a player is not with the manager, then that player is basically saying that he doesn't think this manager is good enough to win titles, or that player might not think that the manager is capable of coaching or putting together a team that will dominate. Now, having appointed Xhaka as captain, Unai Emery, showed that he believed in him. This decision, however, backfired as the hot-headed captain wasn't able to keep his cool for a majority of the time when we saw him on the field. Now, when you're the captain of a football club, a club as big as Arsenal is, you want to make sure that you are somebody who will lead from the front in a positive way, somebody who can represent the club both on and off the field. And based on his temperament, he wasn't able to do so, and we saw that they actually had to take the captainship from him. So I am assuming that the stakeholders of the club would be saying, boy, the coach actually appointed him, and the decision backfired in just a couple of months. So right now, with Arsenal basically sitting in the middle of the table, it is going to be very interesting to see how things go, or how things turn out as the season progresses. No, it is indeed true that the Arsenal still possesses some very good players. They have a very good squad. Some players that can be classified as world class. So it's early days yet in the season. This, as I said, the squad is it's a very good squad. They have world class players, as I said before. People like Mesut Ozil is still there. Nicolas Pepe, that they would have brought in the summer. Lacazette, some very good players, technical players there that can help to lift the team. So based on what we are seeing, one would think that Arsenal just basically need a new coach with fresh and new ideas, a coach that won't be able to, a coach that will not be a coach that will not be too conservative as it relates to how he goes about playing, as it relates to the playing style. Because over the years, supporters and fans, they would have grown accustomed to an Arsenal team that is very attacking minded, always knocking the ball around, 1, 2, 3, building up plays and some smooth finishing. So I am assuming that they will need to get a coach that will be able to bring this team alive again. it would also appear as if some of the senior players are also refusing to sign contracts. So I am assuming that they are actually trying to run down their current contract in order to force a move away from the club. So when you see the senior players acting up like this, then you know that it doesn't spell good. So it's a breaking news now. Unai Emery has been sacked by Arsenal. So we will be keeping an eye on the situation to see how Arsenal will move forward with their new coach and his team.